In this video, we're going to talk about writing a polynomial function given zeros. So first step, we're given the zeros. So like for instance, for number 1, we have x equals -1, 1, and 5. My first step is to write the corresponding linear factors x minus a for each 0. So that means that y is going to equal to x minus -1 times x minus 1 times x minus 5. And then I'm going to multiply and combine like terms. And this relates to the factor theorem, which says that the expression x minus a is a factor of the polynomial if and only if the value of a is a 0 of the related polynomial function. So I'm going to rewrite this x minus -1 to be x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 5. So I'm going to go ahead and first multiply out the first two, and I see that this is a difference of squares, this x plus 1 times x minus 1. It's okay if you don't recognize that at first, but if you do, that means we can use our shortcut that this is just going to be x squared minus 1 squared, which is just 1. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and multiply these two. So I have x squared times x to get x cubed, x squared times -5 to get -5x squared, -1 times x to get -x, and then -1 times 5 to get plus 5. Okay, let's look at this next one. So here I have 4 zeros. I have x equals -4, 0, 0, and 3. So since I have 4 zeros, I know this polynomial is going to have a degree of 4. So writing these out, I have x minus -4, so it's going to be x plus 4, times x minus 0, times x minus 0, times x minus 3. Well, x minus 0 is just x, so I have x times x, and I get x squared out in front, and x plus 4, x minus 3. And now you can go about this a couple of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and combine my two binomials. And so I have x times x to get x squared, x times -3 to get -3x, 4 times x to get 4x, and then 4 times -3 to get -12. -3x plus 4x, I get x. And then lastly, I can go ahead and multiply in my x squared. So I have x squared times x squared to get x to the 4th, x squared times x to get x cubed, and then x squared times -12 to get -12 x squared.